everyone, a life story is hitting the road. We will be loading up into our wheelchair accessible van, showing you tips and tricks about how to get out on the road safely. Once you do it 1,000 times, you kind of know what you need. It's important for your mindset to get out of the house and just enjoy some time together, away, for your own mental well-being, right? We still have everyday errands to run, even with the disability. So whether it is mailing a package, picking up milk, going in and out of doctor's appointments, whether it's for Kevin or Elliot or myself, traveling as a pack, I guess you would say, not even a pair anymore. We have lots of practice. One thing you will never believe is how incredibly difficult some doorways and doors can be. It is scary. It's always, actually I just had a conversation with another lady in a wheelchair about not knowing where you're gonna park, not knowing if it's gonna be easy to get out of the van, if somebody's gonna park really close next to you. So you just have to have the confidence in yourself and in your family that you'll be able to overcome the obstacles that are placed in your way. And hopefully we can shed some light on some of those obstacles that we have encountered ourselves. This is the last time we get to talk until we get to the car, so I like to just make sure that he's comfortable. He doesn't need cough assist or suction because with the glare of the sun, we won't have communication on Toby. So it's my last chance to be like, you okay? It's beautiful, huh? This is a Pacifica body that they chop in half and drop the floor all the way down. And that way, it allows Kevin enough room and enough clearance for him to be able to pull all the way in without bumping his little head. Ouch. This is the spacious interior. We always carry Kevin's chargers, spare cough assist tubes. The ramp has hydraulics, so it actually tilts down so that it's not such an incline for Kevin to have to navigate. And then this is our new click-in system, which is perfect because it used to be 4 separate tie-down straps that I would then have to secure in 4 different corners. So this actually is a pin underneath him that just slides him right into the lock. Kevin, buckle up for safety. And we also turn his speaker off, and that will connect him to the radio. So we have actually done, over the years, learned that backing him up the ramp has been easier because then we can just turn him around. At first we would always kind of drive him in front ways and then try to turn. So I guess it kind of depends on how you feel comfortable maneuvering him through that. So that was a pretty good learning curve. And getting him locked into the place is a lot more difficult than you would think. We have 58,014 miles on this, and we have had it less than 2 years. And we put them all on here, so we've been getting around pretty good. We bought the van from BraunAbilty. It's a BraunAbilty vehicle through Mobility Works. The wrap was done by Sign Zoo from a gentleman that went to high school with Kevin. They're right out of Sarasota, do a great job. They did our logo. It's nice when you're driving and people are looking at the van and reading about, or you know, when you walk up to the car and they're reading about some of the hard facts about ALS and checking you out. It's kind of like a driving billboard for the foundation, so we enjoy it. I drive super careful, which is why I get fired a lot from driving because I tend to go a little too slow, but I have my family with me and everything that I love, so I like to drive nice and slow.
Press play.
Boom. We can hear you loud and clear, sir. Okay.
Hold up.
Holla. One nice lucky thing is that I am an excellent parallel parker, so I usually can find parking no matter where we go. It is a lot more work. Like sometimes if we are already tired or it's already been a long day, like it is a lot of effort to get out and about, but especially for our daughter, like to be able to take her to a park and give her some sense of normalcy is so important right now. So we put the extra effort in and pack up all the things and go. That change of scenery is so important to maintain a better mindset and kind of to re-energize yourself and shake out the cobwebs.
If we have a caregiver, it's much easier if we have Elliot.
Right, yeah. Elliot and Kevin and I, we just have to know that on the other end of life, on the other end, we need to have some hands to help unload because she is so impatient anymore that sometimes I have to have him just backed up and ready and put her on his lap and take off. Otherwise, she'll want to be running into the parking lot, or Cash will get out. So we try to have help with us if we're going to all be traveling. But the two of us, we've done this forever, so I think we're professionals. I do all the driving and Kevin does all the DJing. So I never ask him to drive. He never asked me to pick out me. You kind of got it set right here, don't you?
Yes, so if it's just the two of us, it's easy.
Right, yeah. Yeah, we don't know what to do with ourselves anymore if it's just two of us. I guess once you add on a dog and a baby and all the things that we went through to get this far, then you just go back to the beginning with the two of us. It's like, wow, it's so easy. I used to be scared to death. It's hard when, especially when we were first dating. Like right now with us driving, I can't always tell like if he's okay. When we first started dating, like if I look over at him, especially with glasses on, I can't tell if he actually is choking or if he needed suction. And obviously you could tell that, but if his head slipped out of place, or it could be anything. And if he was not able to see the Toby, then he can't communicate with me. So it's just really a matter of guessing and now that we know each other well enough, like I could just look at him and be like, oh, here, let me do that. And I don't even have to ask him, or he doesn't have to tell me that. And I can see if he's typing. There's been times that we've had to jump over the side of the road and throw the car in park, and I'd had to do emergency cough assist, or the vent came undone. So you always have to, we enjoy the time for sure, but we still have to be really cognizant that we have to be prepared for anything while we're out and about, because we don't have all of the backup things at home that we would normally have.
I have permanent shotgun. I am very fortunate to be able to leave the house with just my wife. We are the minority.
Right, yeah, you are. And that's what we want to show people, that it is just a matter of determination. If every day I wanted to wake up and say, I can't do this, I could very easily, and we could just stay in the house and whittle away to nothing, right? But it is so important to take what life has given you and then form your attitude in accordance. So it is harder. It is a lot harder. And we have to think of more things and carry more things. But we still deserve to have that time together as a family, to be out and about together. So it's worth that little extra effort. Kevin, I would say, is actually our driver for a lot of that. People will ask me, like, how do you not feel sorry for yourself, or how does Kevin not feel sorry for himself and not want to get out of bed? And I just answer that I don't know. I don't know that.
Is he a backseat driver?
He is the worst backseat driver. He is the worst. I have never had somebody pick the effort he goes to put into typing out that I should have took the other way to get out of the driveway. I was like, you could have just saved your time. I always tell him, how you swim in your swim lane, I'll swim in my swim lane. You just worry about what Kevin Swan's doing, and I'll worry about what my driving. So sometimes you gotta let go of control of some little things, right? But yeah, he's really quick to tell me I'm going too fast, too slow, too bumpy, and it's always I'm not going fast enough. That is always it. Can't
Only
type.
because you're a terrible front seat driver.
But did you die? Make sure you subscribe below, click the bell. You'll be notified when we have other great content coming out for you. So safe travels, go out and get some fresh air, and like the video below. We would love to hear your feedback and comments about your travel experiences as well.